Have you ever wondered why you feel bloated sometimes? It's a common sensation, one that many of us have experienced at some point or another. When we talk about bloating, we're referring to a feeling of fullness or swelling in the belly, often accompanied by discomfort. It's as if your stomach is inflated like a balloon. Now, bloating is a widespread occurrence, so much so that it's almost a universal human experience. It's not confined to any particular age or gender. It can happen to anyone. The reasons behind it can be as varied as the people who experience it. Why should we care about bloating? Well, it's more than just an uncomfortable feeling. It's a signal from our body, a way for it to communicate that something might be off. It's important for our overall well-being to understand what our body is trying to tell us. Understanding why we bloat is the first step towards dealing with it effectively. Bloating isn't just about eating too much, there's more to it. It's a common misconception that overindulgence at the dinner table is the only culprit behind that uncomfortable, swollen belly feeling. But, as you'll see, bloating can be triggered by a variety of factors. Let's start with overeating. Yes, it's true. Consuming large quantities of food can make you feel bloated. But why? Well, when you eat, your stomach muscles stretch to accommodate the incoming food. And if you eat more than your stomach can comfortably hold, you'll end up feeling bloated. Next up, food intolerances. These are different from food allergies. When you have a food intolerance, your body has difficulty breaking down certain types of food. Lactose intolerance is a common example, where people struggle to digest dairy products. This can lead to gas buildup in the gut, causing bloating. Hormonal fluctuations are another common cause. Many women experience bloating and water retention in the days leading up to their menstrual cycle. This is because changing hormone levels can affect the body's fluid balance. Constipation can also lead to bloating. When stool builds up in the colon, it can cause a bloated feeling and discomfort. This is often accompanied by a decreased frequency in bowel movements. Gut disorders like irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease can cause chronic bloating. These conditions can cause your gut to overreact to triggers like certain foods or stress, leading to symptoms including bloating. Finally, swallowing air. It may sound strange, but we all swallow air throughout the day, especially when we eat or drink too quickly, chew gum, or drink carbonated beverages. The air we swallow ends up in our digestive system and can contribute to bloating. So you see, bloating isn't just a simple consequence of eating too much. It's a complex issue that can be influenced by a variety of factors from your diet to your hormonal cycle, gut health, and even the way you eat and drink. Understanding these causes can help you identify what might be causing your bloating. Identifying the cause of your bloating is key to managing it. Bloating can be uncomfortable, but how do we know when it's happening? Well, the signs of bloating are usually quite noticeable. It often starts with a swollen stomach. You might feel like you've eaten a huge meal, even if you haven't eaten much. It's that sense of fullness and tightness around your midsection that makes your belly appear to be larger than usual. Alongside this, you may experience discomfort. This could range from mild and slightly annoying to severe and debilitating. It's almost like having a balloon inflated inside your stomach, causing an uncomfortable pressure. Excessive gas is another telltale sign. This can lead to frequent belching or flatulence, sometimes accompanied by a rumbling or gurgling sensation in your stomach. And let's not forget the impact on daily life. These symptoms can disrupt your activities, make it difficult to concentrate, and even affect your self-esteem. Recognizing these symptoms can help you take action to alleviate discomfort. Experiencing bloating? Here are some ways to cope. Bloating can be an uncomfortable and sometimes even painful experience. But don't fret. There are several ways you can alleviate these symptoms and get back to feeling like your usual self. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to cope with bloating is by taking a walk after meals. This promotes digestion and helps reduce the amount of gas trapped in your stomach. It's a small change to your routine, but it can make a significant difference. Now let's talk about your eating habits. Eating too fast can cause you to swallow air, which can lead to bloating. So take your time, enjoy your food, and remember, it's not a race. Another key point to remember is to avoid overeating. Consuming large amounts of food can overstretch your stomach, causing discomfort and bloating. Try eating smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day instead of 3 large ones. Hydration is also crucial in managing bloating. Drinking plenty of water can help your body flush out excess sodium, a common cause of bloating. But remember, while it's essential to stay hydrated, try not to drink too much water during meals, as this can dilute stomach acid, slowing digestion and leading to bloating. Over-the-counter medicines can also be effective in relieving bloating. These medicines work by breaking down gas bubbles in your digestive system, providing immediate relief. However, it's important to note that these should not be used as a long-term solution. If you find yourself frequently relying on these medications, it may be time to seek medical advice. Persistent bloating can sometimes be a sign of underlying medical conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome or lactose intolerance. Don't hesitate to consult with a healthcare professional if your symptoms persist. They can provide you with a proper diagnosis and treatment plan tailored to your specific needs. Remember, everyone's body is unique and responds differently to various treatments. Coping with bloating is all about understanding your body and finding what works for you. It's a journey, but with patience and the right approach, you can effectively manage and even prevent bloating. Prevention is better than cure. Let's talk about how to control bloating. Bloating can be an uncomfortable yet common experience for many. However, with a few lifestyle tweaks, it can be managed effectively. One of the key ways to control bloating is by keeping a food diary. By jotting down what you eat and how it makes you feel, you can start to pinpoint the foods that may be causing you discomfort. This methodical approach can help you identify your trigger foods. These are the foods that, once consumed, lead to bloating and other digestive issues. Common culprits often include beans, lentils, broccoli, cabbage, onions, and carbonated drinks. But remember, everyone's triggers are different. Once you know your trigger foods, you can start to adjust your diet accordingly. This doesn't mean you have to avoid these foods entirely. Instead, consider reducing your intake or trying different cooking methods to see if that helps reduce bloating. A healthy diet is essential when it comes to controlling bloating. Consuming high-fiber foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats can aid digestion and reduce the likelihood of bloating. Also, eating smaller, more frequent meals instead of 3 large meals a day can help prevent overeating, which is another common cause of bloating. However, diet isn't the only factor to consider. Regular exercise is crucial too. Physical activity helps stimulate the muscles in your gut, aiding digestion and reducing gas buildup. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga session, or a bike ride, find an activity you enjoy and make it part of your routine. Staying hydrated is another important aspect of bloating control. Drinking plenty of water can help move food through your digestive system and prevent constipation, a common cause of bloating. Controlling bloating involves lifestyle changes. But remember, everyone's body is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. So, listen to your body and adjust your habits accordingly. It may take a bit of trial and error, but with patience, you can find a solution that works for you. Let's recap what we've learned about bloating. We've journeyed through the causes, symptoms, coping mechanisms, and control methods for this common yet often misunderstood condition. We started by delving into the causes of bloating. We discovered that bloating could be due to numerous reasons, including overeating, consuming gas-producing foods, or even due to certain medical conditions. It's crucial to understand that everyone is different, and what triggers bloating in one person may not do so in another. Next, we explored the signs and symptoms of bloating. We learned that it's more than just a feeling of fullness. It can also manifest as a visible swelling or distension of the abdomen. And sometimes it's accompanied by other symptoms like abdominal pain, gas, or discomfort. We then moved on to coping mechanisms for bloating. Here we emphasize the importance of understanding your body and identifying your triggers. This can be achieved through keeping a food diary or even seeking professional help. After that, we delved into the control methods for bloating. We learned that a balanced diet, regular exercise, and proper hydration can go a long way in managing this condition. In some cases, over-the-counter medication or even a visit to the doctor could be necessary. Throughout this journey, we've reiterated the importance of understanding one's body and making lifestyle adjustments. It's not about drastic changes, but rather small, consistent steps towards a healthier lifestyle. Remember, it's okay to seek help if you're struggling. Health professionals are there to guide and support you. In conclusion, bloating is a common issue, but it doesn't have to be a major hurdle in your life. With the right information and a proactive approach, you can manage and control it effectively. Remember, bloating is a common issue, but understanding it can help alleviate discomfort and improve your quality of life.